Some say don't give up and hope that your good is good enough. Head down, keep on working. If you can earn it, you deserve it.
Today's topic is going to be, what is it like if Jesus knocks on your door? What's your first impression? What do you do? What's your response? Yeah, you hear the door knock, you go over and you're like, you know, in your jammies or whatever, and you're like, open the door and it's like, oh, Jesus, I wasn't expecting you. Sometimes when I say, oh, Jesus, I feel like I'm not talking to Jesus, I'm like swearing.
You feel like it's using God's name
Jesus.
in vain. Yeah.
So you open the door and Jesus is standing there. What do? Do you quickly go, just say, just a minute, I got to straighten up, and you close the door on him? Is that the way you respond when Jesus surprises you with a visit? Because at one point, he met people, and it was the first time they saw him. And what if Jesus knocked on your door? Do you let him in, or do you say, Jesus? Wait, you close the door on him, quickly clean up, because you don't want Jesus to see the real you. Gotta
put your cigarettes away and, you know, your bottles of alcohol.
Yeah, girly magazines.
Yeah, I mean, people are people, right?
I drink occasionally. I drink a beer once in a while.
What if you were in the middle of drinking one of your beers and Jesus decided he's going to tap on your door? And
it's funny because I drink a sip of wine and it doesn't take long for me to feel warm and kind of like, woo! And Jesus comes in, I'm like, oh, hi, Jesus. I'm just here drinking wine and so sorry. And do you quickly hide that stuff? What is it like if Jesus comes into your life and you're not prepared? These are the type of things we like to figure out. We're negotiating with Jesus. What is it like when he surprises you? Sometimes people will come up to me and it's somebody that I know a little, and you know, I'll be pushing my shopping cart, and I'll see somebody, I'll be like, oh, hi. And it's awkward. It's not my normal way of meeting them.
You were in a zone. You might not even recall their name, and you're like, oh, hi.
Oh, it's you.
Hey there. Hey, buddy.
Hey. So glad to see you. I really got to get down this aisle.
Yeah, you just don't know. Like, I'm going to call you something I can call anybody.
Right. And suddenly you feel the pressure to just move on. It's like, this is awkward. I've got to get out of here. And it's like this escape movie, and you're like, there's a ticking time bomb. If this blows up, it could go terribly wrong. So I'm like, I have got to go find some laundry detergent. So I'm in a pretty important mission, and you just blast off. If it's Jesus, and you're like, Jesus, I'd like to stay and talk with you. I'm sure you have something important to say, but I don't have time right now.
I've been that way, but I feel like the more I change my life, I don't feel like I try to push anybody away, but I haven't had anybody approach me real recent, so I can't say that I've done it.
Experience.
But I feel like most people, I'm trying to be a better person always, and I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And the more you try to, like if you have an interaction with, say, an old friend, or say it's a friend that you don't want involved in your life even, and I have one of them, and he would approach me, I would actually talk to him and ask him like, hey, how you been? You know, I'm glad to see you.
Right.
Glad to see you.
Glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you right now. I don't want to say only, but in my mind I'm thinking only. But I'm not trying to say that because I'm not trying to be rude. But, you know, first off, the person I'm talking about and thinking about, he got into drugs.
Okay.
And he's always
I wouldn't want to tell you